Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. Baby, it's the 29-year-old piece of gold. With me, as always, he is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down. K Breezy, aka EC's Wrestling Isaac Hayes, aka King Tuco. What's up, bro?
Man, you know what it is, man. It's that NXT Roadblock, man. It's
Yeah.
the roadblock to stand and deliver, man. Basically, man, it's the
No,
NXT
no, 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 no,
WrestleMania
man, no, no. You
weekend.
you supposed to say it's the NXT Roadblock Party. I was giving it back
Oh,
to you.
What dude? Yeah, see, you didn't tell me that, man. See, you told me you were still in it, so I'm like, all
Sorry.
right, cool. I was with it. See,
I'm sorry. I believe in karma. I
communication,
didn't want you to
man.
steal that back. Sorry.
Man, but we're live with the NXT roadblock party, man. But
Yeah.
no, man, we're getting ready for standard deliverers. We're shaping up for some good matches. Uh Already they got a couple of matches already announced, but we're gonna get into that in a minute, man. Let's start this off with Tony D. Man, going up against that boy Dijak in a jailhouse street fight.
Yeah.
Basically, man, you had to throw your opponent inside of a cell, lock it, and you win. Uh, this was more of a smash mouth kind of a match. Nothing near the Texas Death Match we just watched on Sunday, but they did what they did. Dijak obviously still got his fingers taped from when he dislocated his finger against
Yeah.
Wesley back in Vengeance Day in that North American title match that they had.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, it was a good match, not bad. Between these two, uh, they definitely were. I think it was Tony D that went through the table.
Hmm.
Then they just kind of went back and forth, and then of course, Dijak, he thought he had it, but he didn't. Tony D's boy came out from the back, got him, and then Tony D smashed that cage into his head, and Dijak was just out of it. I mean, he looked like he took the hit clean,
Yeah.
because he was definitely close enough to it. So I'm like, damn, look, that'll definitely knock you out, man. But Tony D got the victory. He was able to lock him in the cage. What's your thoughts so far, bro?
No, man, I like the match, dude. And like you said, it wasn't the Texas Death Match, but it didn't need to be. We had
No, no,
enough
no, no, no.
gore
We weren't. No.
for 1 week, I believe.
Yeah,
So I was
yeah.
cool with this. And then on top of that,
This is
bro,
WWE
Tony,
standards by far.
yeah, but Tony D, my God, Tony D, that is my guy. I don't know when they gonna call him up. Don't even rush to call up, but when they do, you better give this man the proper push he's getting. If not, leave him in NXT. Don't take him. Don't you call him up and screw with him, man. If you ain't gonna use him how he needs to be used, don't touch him. Okay, Dominic Dijakovic, now known as Dijak. Y'all damn near killed my man's legacy with T-Bar. All right, we forgave you for that because you let my man go back to NXT and rebrand himself, like the great Finn Balor had to do,
Damn.
like our
Ooh, that
girl
was
Mandy
bad.
Rose had to do. So again, another one. If you ain't gonna call him up and use him, leave him where he at. But overall, man, the match is hard hitting. It didn't go too long. And you know what I thought about? It's funny because when we was talking about what was the match we was talking about the other day? I can't remember. We was talking about the match. It's like, you know what? We don't see two black wrestlers in the match. What was that one match we was talking about? I think it was like was it
Uh,
like a rope match or something like that? A dog collar.
I the I don't remember. I forgot.
Hey,
We was we
I was
talked
like
about
they.
so much
Hey,
other stuff.
I was like
I
they
don't
knew
remember.
better than I was like they knew better than have Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes in the jailhouse match.
Man, yeah, yeah. What did we was talking about? Damn, that's gonna be on my head.
I,
Damn you. Somebody be
I
thinking
was
about
thinking
that.
about it. I was thinking about it. Not that it matters, but I just thought it was funny because we just had this conversation. I'm like, oh, that's what this is. Okay, interesting. But I liked it though. It was a good match.
Yeah, right now, man, as we got Satomaro, I hope I didn't butcher her name, Miko Satomaro
Miko
and Roxy
Satomura.
Perez going for the NXT Women's Championship right now. As
Yeah.
they battling it out, man, but she just missed a big spot coming off the top rope with a frog splash. And I guess
Hmm.
Roxanne was supposed to get her with the knees, but she missed. And
Yeah.
looked like she kicked her in her side, but she still landed flat on the mat. So, she kind of caught the double whammy there. Actually just delivered a nice little Pele kick with a nice T-bone suplex. I like it. I
Yes,
like it.
sir. Yes,
All right,
sir. Yeah.
man. We had some key things going so we can catch up to this thing right quick. Perez, of course, she cut a promo talking about, she's got to beat this legend. She's got to make it to stand and deliver as the champion. She's got to walk out, stand and deliver as the champion. she has a lot on her mind right now, and that she's got to deal with, and she's got to show out and show people that she's not a fluke and that she is the real deal.
Yeah,
Then of course we got a Gallus and Pretty Deadly promo, get basically setting up their match for Stand and Deliver for their tag team championships. And then of course, man, we get the Creed Bros teaming up with Braun Breaker to go up against Jinder Mahal and them. And that's what I called them because I don't remember the guy's name and I don't want to remember because I'm not interested in who they are because they don't look like they're going to really do too much. Uh, so it's Jinder Mahal and them. That's who that
hey,
is.
hey,
It was
Mahal,
a decent
Mahal
six.
and them.
Just Jinder Mahal and them, man. It was a decent 6 man tag match. It was okay. You might have liked it. It was okay for me, man. What did you feel?
Man, I ain't like that. Don't put that shit on me.
Oh well, I was a little kid, man. You're a grown man. I can't think for you, brother.
No,
Uh,
no, 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 but hey, man, you know what I like when it comes to professional wrestling, man. If it ain't Sasha Banks, don't or Jade Cargill or Bianca Belair or
oh,
Doris Burke, don't put it out there.
right. And Doris Burke can't even wrestle. All right, man. So let's talk
I'm
about
playing,
this.
baby. I'm playing.
Let's talk about this Grayson Waller, man. This
Yes,
Grayson Waller effect, man, with Shawn
talk
Michaels,
to me.
man. Hey, this boy was definitely he was definitely reaching in the bag of jabs, man, and
Yeah,
and hitting Shawn Michaels with him, talking about Triple H, talking
yeah,
about Vince McMahon, talking, just pointing out the contradictions of Shawn Michaels. But even Shawn Michaels was like, look, when it was in my career, yeah, it was about me, absolutely. But when it's NXT, this was something different. This isn't
yeah,
about me. This is about a collective, which NXT has always been. NXT has always been the collective. There has
yeah,
been stars that have shined at NXT, but overall, it's always been the collective.
yeah.
And so that's so I got
Damn.
his point. What's up?
No, no, sorry. Your TV a little faster than mine, so you might have seen it already. I just seen that handstand cartwheel knee to the
Oh
back for
yeah,
Seth Moore.
yeah. She out here. She out here reaching in her bag. Oh, and we just got the victory. Perez got the victory. She got on the roll up. Uh, but Grayson Waller basically, man, calling out Shawn Michaels, trying to get that match, that WrestleMania type match. And Shawn Michaels then told him, man, look here, bro. There's been so many guys that then called me about, then challenged me about this, giving them that opportunity for the main event.
Yeah,
The Brinks driver knows my address. All right. They know my address by heart, man, that they always
yeah,
bringing the money to me, but it won't be me. It won't be the HBK, but it'll be somebody else. And this guy, he bleeds black and gold. And I was thinking, man, ooh, who could it be? Damn,
yeah,
Champa. Champa would be
yeah,
nice. But it was
yeah.
Johnny G. That boy Johnny
I'll
Gargano,
take
man.
that.
I'll take that too because that's gonna be a nice match. Your thoughts on that? Johnny G and Grayson Waller for standard delivery.
All right, so we talk about how we were so fond of the black and gold brand, and yes, that was a moment in time, right? We can never get that back. NXT 2.0 that solidified that. Now that we're kind of going back to a degree of a love child between the black and gold and the 2.0, I'm like, okay, Grayson Waller, when we had this new influx of talent come in what 2020 or whatever that was, when they started switching over to 2.0 at the time, it was like, man, dude, like who can we find out this crop of guys and girls that's really gonna stand out? Because you got rid of everything that we knew. So who was the next one up? And Grayson Waller, man, I'm going to say this: they want to push Braun Breaker as the face of NXT. That's cool.
Mm,
Carmelo Hayes, to me, is the actual face of NXT right now. But if I had to give a runner up, if I had to give a person an honorable mention, somebody I'm not mad at if he was in this
mm,
conversation, which to me he is, Grayson Waller. I mean, the guy's a complete package. Is he 6'5", 255,000 pounds? No. Is he overly jacked? No. Does he do any
mm,
one thing great? No. But to me, he does everything well. He does everything good, and he's a hell of a heel. The guy can get heat. The guy can cut a promo, and he's pretty good in the ring as well. Like he is it. I like him. And then you got the dynamic with him and Shawn Michaels. Hey, dude, we all knew what it was. Shawn Michaels learned from what Saudi Arabia. He knew what it was. He shouldn't have came back then. He ain't coming back for Grayson Waller. But now we got
mm.
Johnny Gargano in the building. And if you ain't really got much to do with Johnny Gargano on the main roster, hell, you already had AJ Styles come back. You already had Dolph Ziggler come back. You already had Finn Balor come back. Apollo Crews, whatever. But Johnny G, give it to me. Hey, what Batista say? Give me what I want.
Give me what I want. You got the buttons. All right, man.
I
So it's
know,
right
I
now,
know.
man. It's Perez just fainted out in the ring. I don't
Yeah,
know what happened. I don't know if this is a work or what. This is kind of they all went quiet real quick. So this look like she might have just really just passed out. Hopefully she's okay. Uh, yeah, there don't look like no type of angle
yeah,
or
no, no,
anything.
no, this
She
look real,
talking,
bro. Yeah,
right?
Satomura
She's
look like she
talking.
don't
She
know
was
what.
just talking, so she's somewhat conscious. But mm,
Bro, yeah, this don't, bro. All right,
they
I'm
took a
gonna
stretch out
pray
of
and
her,
hope
man.
this is a work, but this don't look like a work.
Well,
We got Roxanne Perez just passed out in the ring after a hella match with Miko Satomura. Miko's in the corner. You could tell, man, she looks visibly shaking right now. I've never seen this many medical personnel and referees in the ring at one time, man. The crowd is completely silent. Satomura, she's in the corner. You could tell she doesn't know what's going
man,
on.
like it wasn't like she got attacked, man.
Nah,
She just
not at all.
clearly
You
just
got Booker
fainted.
T. Booker T's on his way to the ring. You know, Roxanne Perez, man.
Oh,
That
he
was one of his
yeah,
students. Yo,
yeah,
yeah,
he ain't about.
this is for real.
Oh yeah,
This is for real.
it's going on. Okay, it's going off for her going into the ambulance. All right. Well, hopefully she's okay. We'll find out. WWE, they're gonna report that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But let's go
Uh
ahead and finish this thing out, man. As we had
yeah, yeah.
Gigi Dolan going up against her former teammate Jade. What the hell? What I wrote? What's the girl named Jade?
JC Jane,
The other girl from I talked to JC J.
JC
Uh,
Jane. Yeah.
Gigi ended up winning. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of fast forward through this match, kind of catch up. Uh,
What up, Leo? What up,
I
Fro?
mean,
What up, Kev?
what's going on, people? It was okay. Am I saying this right? The GOW NXT.
Yeah,
Leo, man, we figure, man, it's roadblock. They're setting up for stand and deliver. So we figure we would chat a little bit about it, man. But yeah, GG won. Obviously Jay, she couldn't take it. She tried to come off the top rope and smash on her, with the chair between her head and neck, but then referees came out and they put a stop to that, so we ain't got to worry about that. But maybe I don't think this is over. They might end up doing something else at Stand and Deliver, but I'm okay if they don't.
no, absolutely, absolutely. And yo, bro, okay. Speaking of next up, Toxic Attraction, right? I love Gigi Dolan. But yo, I think JC Jane, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's something there. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
quite what yet. I think she got something though, man. Let me
Mm-hmm.
ask you something. I do, and I know you like, and I was the same way. I was the same way, bro. Look, I was the same way, but I was the same way with their claim too, and they proved themselves to me. Let me ask you this: I gave you my thought on who I think is that person or those men in the men's division on NXT. Really quick, man, just to shoot the shit. Who do you see on the other side? That could kind of be that flag bearer for the NXT women's division. Maybe they can follow in the footsteps of an Oscar or Bailey or Becky Lynch or something.
Honestly,
Or is
right
that person
now,
not there yet for you?
I don't know. Perez seems pretty cool. Her match right now with Miko was decent. I liked it. The triple threat they had, I believe that was at Vengeance Day. That was okay. Like it was cool, but I don't have a. There's nobody that has my eye. Like there's not that. I mean, I like Amber Fire, but right now they got her doing the tag team thing, so she's not pushing for the championship. But outside of her, there's nobody that I've seen enough of that's like I'm feeling like yeah I like her. At least on the women's side, I only got a handful of guys. It's
Yeah,
only like Carmelo Hayes, Waller, for me. Um, but yeah, I right now. I think that's why that's one of the reasons why I was kind of glad we did this NXT tonight, just to kind of get some eyes on some people. Get
Right,
some
right, right.
fresh eyes, man, just to see a few more people. But right now, I gotta be honest, I don't actually have a dog in the fight in the women's division right now that stands out outside of someone other than Amber Fire. Only because I've been watching her. We've seen enough of her between
Yeah,
NXT
yeah, yeah.
UK and her time in NXT. So I've seen enough of her work to know how good she is and what she can do, and want to see her do more. But right now they got her sacrificing blood in the full moon, uh, and putting voodoo on people. So
Yeah,
uh,
she kind of
we'll we'll
she kind
we'll
of doing
go,
something
I
else
guess.
right now.
You right, right. She busy. She's occupied. So all right, man. But let's move on, man. Let's move on to the two people, man, who have
Talk.
somehow, some way, have been avoiding each other, have not so much avoid each other, but their paths just have not crossed to face each other in no way, form, or fashion.
Yeah,
And I'm talking about that boy Brian Breaker, the NXT champion, and Carmelo Hayes, Mr. Mello
yeah.
Don't Miss.
Never.
Basically just and coming out a little different than I thought. Thought he'd be a lot more cocky. Thought he'd be a
Yeah,
lot more arrogant. Basically came out, man, giving props, to one another, which I didn't have a problem with, but letting it be known that, hey, I'm still coming for that goal. And Melo don't miss, baby. And I am that guy, and I'm gonna hang that jersey up in the rafter.
yes,
Uh,
sir.
it's official. I mean, I'm good with it. Carmelo Hayes, Braun Breaker, stand and deliver for the championship. Does this need to be anything special, or can it just be a simple one-on-one? These two do what they do.
Look, man, it don't need to be nothing crazy. Melo need to go ahead and get that chip, It's about time. My boy was already, what I'm saying, North American. Let's go ahead and make it official like a referee whistle. Let's get it on like a pot of neck bone. It's going down in Chinatown, you know. Yeah, my boy Melo. Go ahead, put my boy Brian Baker. Put Brian Breaker's jersey up in the rafters. Go ahead, retire that thing, send his ass up to the main roster because that's what they want him anyway, and let it be the Melo show.
Let it be the Melo show. I think that's what it's going to be. But is Braun Breaker ready to be called up, or is he still hanging
Bro,
around
I'm gonna be
NXT?
honest with you. Let me keep it all the way funky fresh. Let me keep it 100 grand, my man. I didn't think Solo Sokoa was ready when they called him up. I feel like they rushed it, and he turned out to be a goddamn diamond in the rough. But you know what? Now I will say they have I
Ah,
would say what you don't think so because what I read online, and this is before I even read what I read online. What I read, and then I'm gonna get my own thoughts. I read that WWE officials reportedly are high on Solo and they want to keep him protected for a future possible match against Roman Reigns. They like the way he works. They like the way he fits with the bloodline. They feel like he could be a big breakout star on his own. Do I feel like he's in that position now? No. But I say that to say this. I didn't think he was ready when they called him up. I thought he was still a little green in NXT. I loved him in NXT. Didn't think he was main roster ready. It's clear as hell. We're not getting away from Brian Breaker, bro. Like they want to push this dude. And if that's what they got on their mind, okay, cool. Because now it's time to sink or swim. I do feel like and it's weird I say this because I don't even feel like he's the best wrestler or nowhere near the best wrestler in NXT.
mhm,
But in a way, I feel like he's a big fish in a small pond. And
mhm.
it's weird because you don't normally say that about people who aren't the best in their current situation. But the way they push and do is clear. It don't matter who they put in front of him. He is the guy they want. He is who they want to be the guy. All right, cool. Put his ass up. Roman, he's at the tail end of his stuff. Roman ain't doing this full time too much longer. John Cena
Mhm.
ain't, what I'm saying? He ain't doing this part time too much longer. You need somebody that fits that mold. And Braun Breaker's the guy that fit that mold. Now he needs a little more charisma, a little more personality. But as far as if you look at what is a prototypical, stereotypical WWE champion, the face of that company looks like, it's Braun Breaker, and then his lineage helps too. If he can kind of do something else to help add to that, then that's great.
I don't see, but see, wow. Uh, Kudos to franchise, man. I'm sorry, I don't see it that way for him.
Ooh,
When
hey,
I look
hey,
at
hey, look,
him,
hey, look, I'm shaking the table because apparently, Kevin don't think so either, man.
and Brian ain't it. Brian ain't it. He's not it, man.
And
Solo
look,
was to
oh, I'm
me.
sorry,
I
hold
feel
on.
like Solo is a little bit. was a little bit more polished.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think it was just about debuting him, finding that thing, that niche that would get him over. Him coming in as the street champion and that
Yeah.
tough guy persona that worked for him. So it was just about getting him out there. And then once he got out there, and I like I said, it was Smash Mouth, so it's not hard. It's not hard to do it. It's about how you deliver it, and he
Right. Right.
delivered it, and which is why you can see his you can kind of see his star power rise up a little bit more.
Right.
Brian Breaker, I feel like was a bit more of a force because you got to
Mm-hmm.
remember, Brian was not Triple H's champion. Brian Breaker was Vince's
Yeah.
champion.
Yeah.
Brian Breaker was that guy that was being pushed. So I feel like Brian was being pushed well before he was deserving, and maybe that's the reason why. And one of the reasons why I'm kind of like at the point where it's like, yeah, I'm kind of ready for him to drop this championship because I wasn't
Right.
really behind him in the beginning. Not to say that he didn't have some moments. I'll give him he's had some moments, but he was never that guy. We were seeing Carmelo, we were seeing other people. We were like, man, they should be the champion or they should get a chance for a championship. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but and not to say that Bron wasn't going to get an opportunity, but
Yeah.
once he got it, and it was kind of forced down because yeah, he was. I don't think he was the guy everyone picked or wanted to see. Like he was. So and I don't think nobody really ever got over it. It's just we kind of had to accept it. It was more of the people he was facing because the people he was facing were people
Yeah.
that we want to see them as NXT champion. So we're hoping that they beat them. When you
Right.
got a Trent Devlin and others, Ilya Dragunov and others that get an opportunity, and it's like, oh, these are the people we want to see be the NXT champion. But it's Brian Breaker being the champion. So I feel like Carmelo is just another step to uh that someone that people want to see, and but he's somebody everybody really want to see him be that guy. And can he be that guy? Can he beat him? So we're gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out, man. But let's finish this thing off, man. We got Chase University going up against what is this group? Skitty?
Oh,
Man,
schism,
Jake,
schism, schism.
schisms. What
Joe Gacy and the Rock's daughter, Ava Rain. Yeah,
Oh
oh, and then you got
man,
GYV, formerly known as GYV. Damn,
yeah, man, and
they
I'm
killed
and
me, guys.
still they still did my boys dirty, man. Still did
Yeah.
my boys dirty.
Hey, sorry. Kevin says I'll take JD being called up before Brian. That I'm not. I wouldn't disagree with.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't disagree with that either.
Go
But
ahead, Skitty.
man, yeah, Gacy won. He won. I don't even know what the match was for. The rights to the school or some shit like that. It was, oh man, I know it
Hey
was something
man, they
about man
fight for
Gacy. Hey, I
Hogwarts.
know Gacy was talking about Chase University was trash and all that, and it was I
He said
that's
they
what I
fight for
thought it
the
was
deed
for.
for the house.
They was waiting for the deed for the house, man. Ah man, to be the new headmaster.
Oh my god.
But Casey ended up winning.
I hate you.
Man, and then of course, man, we got the rundown so far for NXT Standard Deliver.
Yeah.
Of course, man, like I said, man, we announced that they're gonna, we got the Carmelo Hayes versus Brian Breaker for the NXT Championship. We're gonna get
Hmm.
Johnny Gargano going up against Grayson Waller. That's gonna definitely be interesting. Definitely gonna be a match to want to see. Of
Yeah.
course, we're gonna get the tag team titles. Um, we don't know who Roxy's gonna beat after she just had her incredible match with Miko's Samarano. I know Santa Morano. I know Romero. I know I butchered it. I'm always butchering the damn names. Uh, and we still got a couple of probably another standard delivery. I can see it being 6 matches.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's going to be a good quality 6 matches. Uh, and going to see the new young talent show up and show out. Hopefully. Other than that, man, you looking anything you're looking forward to?
The Mellowbration, baby.
The Mellowbration.
The
That's all it is.
Mellowbration.
All right, man. Well, man, the main event, Perez, Santa Marrero. Morrow. Damn it, I did it again. What did you think of the match, man? Before we had the ending of it.
Nah, dude, I thought the match was cool. I thought it was good. I mean, Miko,
Couple
she
of
definitely,
botches.
yeah. I mean, Miko went out there and did her thing. Roxanne, it's no secret. I'm a huge fan of hers. Um,
A lot of
I
people.
will say this though. I will say this, and I love Rox. I love Roxy to death. But I got to be honest. I have to be honest. When I seen her on ROH, loved it. A little bit of things she did in Impact, liked it a lot. NXT, I have yet to see what I saw before she got to WWE. I don't know if it's because, the WWE style and system is different and you kind of got to unlearn some of those independent tendencies. But it's
Right.
like I'm still waiting on that big breakout match, that big breakout performance from Roxanne Perez. She's over like Rover. She's over with the crowd. She's over with the fans. The people love her, and she has it. I just need it to manifest itself on a regular basis. It ain't must see just yet, but I know she can get there. Miko Sotomoro, legend. Nothing but love and respect for her. She went out there and did what she could do. Put on a good match. Like you say, yeah, it was some hits and misses there. But it's live TV, baby. It's live production. Things is bound to happen. But overall, I thought it was a pretty solid show. And considering we haven't done an NXT review since what, January? This is refreshing.
It's been a minute. It's been a minit. Not February. We did one in February.
February. What was that? The pay per view. Can't think
Right
of it,
before.
but yeah,
Well,
yeah,
yeah, we did
February.
right leading up to the pay per view and stuff. Yeah.
Premium live nuts. It's pay per view.
You stupid. You stupid. But yeah, man. Thought we'd do something a little different, man. Hang out with the people, gear it up for WrestleMania weekend, which is
Yes,
gonna be a big
sir.
weekend, man. So we got the predictions coming for Standard Delivery. We got the predictions coming for
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania night 1 and night 2. Man, we gonna talk some talk, man. We gonna do some extra stuff, in between time, man.
He says some
Just
extra
to,
stuff.
I don't want to say what it
No, no,
is,
no, no,
man.
no. I know. To keep going, keep going.
Yeah, yeah. But no, man, we gonna do what we do, man, and get this, get
Yeah,
geared up for WrestleMania. I know some people are kind of down because we're not really sure what the card is going to look like for WrestleMania. Not really sure if it's going to be a lot of hype, a lot of matches people are going to be excited for. But uh, I feel like we're going to get something. I don't think we're going to be too disappointed. So uh, we gonna make sure we do our job to get you hyped and be ready. And if not, man, we gonna have a party anyway. And you know how we party. So with that
yeah.
being said, man, that is your NXT block party, man. Um, like I said, not a bad show. Definitely moving forward with pushing forward with let's say with the pay per view. And we're gonna keep an eye on things, especially with Perez, see how she's doing, especially after her collapsing in the ring. Um, Other than that, man, we're gonna get ready for tomorrow, man, because you know what tomorrow is, man. Tomorrow is that AEW Dynamite and Block Party, baby. And but we also got we got our Revolution Fallout. So we got to see what's gonna happen. After the fallout from what happened on Sunday. So other than that, man, bro, 29 minutes talking to the people, hanging out, chilling. Hey, man, it's always a pleasure. Let's do what we
Yeah.
do.
All right, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of Generation Wrestling Podcast. As always, it's yours truly, the 29-year-old piece of gold. He's your king, Tuco. And until tomorrow, the Wednesday night block party. We'll see you when we see you. Peace.
Peace.